Hello, hello. Hello. How's it going? Are you Hollywood enough to hang out here? Everyone's okay to hang out here. How's it going? How's your day going on this beautiful Saturday? Going well, trying to get this Microsoft certificate. Super cool. Are you doing software or games or what are you planning on doing with your certificate? Or maybe just it's cool to have, because that is totally valid as well. Oh, I did it! What's up, man? How's it going? No, I didn't know that was your screen name on there. I think I've seen you on Twitch. I think that do you stream on Twitch? I don't recall off the top of my head. I've watched your streams though. I think it's Twitch. I don't know. I really like Twitch. It just I something in me tells me to build it on YouTube because I can stream on Twitch all I want and I like Twitch as a platform a ton, but when I'm active on YouTube, it brings traffic back to my other things. Like people tend to search me more when I'm on YouTube and they look for my itch and my games and my own personal website. Like I don't know what it is, something in the algorithm reaches more people long term. Maybe because people don't always make the stream, but they watch the videos later, and YouTube is better for that. I don't know. I'm affiliated on Twitch, but not partnered. Yeah, yeah, I know who you are. I didn't realize that first. You're a cool dude. I'm working on getting these asset packs ready. Oh, it's flinch. I don't want flinch. I want hit. Oh wait, is that the wrong way? Oh yeah, it is. All right, this should be better. I think. Mm, it's hit. We'll do a longer stun so I can appreciate the animation frame in between. Funny. Okay, so now I need to create some actions for here. hurt. Sprite. Alright, so if it's hurt, what we'll do is we will say if grounded, since change J cloak kid all true. Um, Parent is cloak kid. Affiliate, cool, cool. Yeah, the skip between affiliate and partners is gigantic, and once upon a time I was really gunning for it, but you know, life. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks. I've really trying to been finding my style and my art, and I think I found something that really works, and I feel like I'm progressing pretty quickly here, so that's good. I'm able to produce some work in a relatively short amount of time, but I don't, excuse me, I don't have the discipline to actually finish a game, so I decided to kind of release assets through storytelling, like create different packs that tell a different part about this world I'm building. So maybe we could just put it together, and I'll have like these playable demos um, on the asset pages, so people can be like, check out the next episode. And if you want to use these assets for your own projects, then links down below. I think is a easier, more bite-sized, more manageable way for me to create a quote-unquote game. So I have no idea if this will or won't work, so let's give this a shot. So to simulate, oh wait, I gotta change it, and then y speed equals -2. Okay, to simulate a hit, if keyboard check pressed ORD Q, instance change obj cloak kid hurt true. Yeah, the tutorial thing is something that I really want to do. So I make a lot of tutorials too, but I haven't really found a standardized way of showing people. And my preferred method is the vector art style that I use on similar projects, but I don't think it resonates well with the developer community as it would. If I was making like a commercial game and I just wanted something that stood out, I'd probably use that style, but when I'm speaking to developers, everyone likes pixels, so I will go with this for now. Um, Cute. Alright, he falls down and jumps up, but what I don't have... Oh, oh, because image speed is 0. Interesting. So, I'll have to return the image speed back to 1 before I exit this. Wait, what? Image speed equals 1. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I think people resonate with the cute style. I think that'll work. Alright, so he is falling, but what I want to do is when he gets hurt, I'll say X move equals negative facing times 2, Y speed equals negative 3. Let's see if that does. I guess that kind of works. He jumps back way too far though. Let's do just like a little thing like this. Boop. I think that's cute. A little fall down. And then also, when you fall, I need image index to equals 0. That way the hair kind of falls down in his face. X move equals negative facing. So facing's not register when it's the other way. If face direction. That's weird. It's only going to the left. Don't know why that is. Y move equals negative face direction. Message face. Face direction is 1. Oh, that's weird. So can move, I think, is where the direction comes. So can move facing equals H input. I should change it, but why is facing not? It's like resetting when it. Oh, no, I don't. I see. I don't want to hear it. this. And then also when you fall, I do not want to inherit. There we go. Boop. Okay, so now I could do this a few different ways. I can have a player. Let's just make this even more simple. Let's do it's inheriting from character parent. OBJ character ally, a character enemy, and both will inherit from character parent. Cloak Kid. Inherit from, he's an ally. And the eye booger, the eye booger will inherit from the enemy. That should be no changes yet. But where that will change, I guess I gotta change the squish too. Is if I'm in a collision with an enemy, instance change OBJ cloak kid hurt true. Oh wait, no. That's in all of them. I only want it to do it in its idle. I guess I can do it in any state. Let's just do this for now. Nice, so now these enemies can hurt them. Oh, here's where it could be really interesting with tags as well. So I want edit tags, invulnerable, edit tags, invulnerable. So okay, let's move this back then to the cloak kid on a collision with the enemy. Our tags equals tag get asset asset has any tag. Okay, okay, okay. So then we do object index. What are the tags? Invulnerable asset tab asset object. There aren't any invulnerable tags. Oh, tags. Underscore tags. Did you? Yeah, the collision, I'm super like there's ways I like to code, and then there's ways like they get so complicated so quick, and they work great with my systems, but when I go back and I think like, could a beginner read my code? Or could they work? Um I'm not so sure it's friendly in that way, so I was inspired by, and this is overly simple, keep in mind, but like it's really easy to tell what this player can do in the Wispy Woods demo just by looking at its actions. It can collect a coin, it can reach the end gate. Um, oh yeah, see, it's kind of what I've done here. If it interacts with an enemy, um, it's got all this. If the B-Box bottom, yeah, see all this minus its velocity. It's got all this really interesting logic in here, but it's just easy to follow. So I'm a little inspired to go overly simple. You can see, I think you saw on Twitter, I think you commented on it about, I'm trying to do different states as different objects, and so far it's working really clean. Yes, it creates more folders for each guy, but I mean, look how simple like the parent object is. It's like nothing's in here. It puts everything into bite-sized chunks. And then what's even nicer is later on, because this is an asset pack, which was my kind of inspiration for doing this, is rather than saying, oh, you need to go back and you need to update the parent object with all this code on these lines, I can just say, hey, here's some new actions, import them on the same folder, and then that's it, right? So it separates out the states into their own thing. But I have this, it is a lot easier to debug, but it also is more complicated, to your point. Like, not everything's nice and neat, and like, this is the only cloak kit I have. There's pros and cons to all of it, I guess, but I do want to keep simplicity in mind when I do these things, and I'm not the best coder anyways. I've embraced it. I don't want to fight Game Maker and creating systems that it doesn't want me to create, and etc. etc. Alright, so how can I test if it's invulnerable? So I guess I can do, let's move these slimes together and land in between them if I can. No. Um, I suck at my own game. Yeah, see? Okay. That works. So those are invulnerable. So rather than messing with invulnerable variables for each of my states, because they're in separate objects, I can tag the object as like, hey, this is an invulnerable state. So I can utilize the tags in GameMaker to do that. Oh, I haven't even messed with the new debug tools. I'm excited too. I have to do some learning about them. I know it's super easy. I need to do it. It looks great. It's like as close to like GM Live as we can get without it actually being GM Live. Which I don't have, but I really should. I love Yellow Afterlife. You went over them. You did a tutorial? Or a video? I'll give it a watch for sure. Maybe later today. Sweet, look at, oh, that's nice. Okay, so now I actually can hurt that way. Yeah, GM Live is kind of essential, if, especially if you've got a large project. But I think these new debug tools, um, clearly won't be as good as GM Live, but I think help bridge the gap quite a bit. That'll be nice. Oh, you just went over them in your. I see what you mean. I thought you meant like you went over them in a video. You know, society has brainwashed us to be like, I covered this in my last video. So I just assume went over it, assumes video. That's cool. The the little bounce effect is really satisfying. I love how they kind of get hurt. One thing I think I can do though to increase that effect on the hit is to move it forward so it looks like it's jutting them back a little bit. Boom, boom. I think that looks a little nicer. Another thing that I want, and GameMaker doesn't do a fantastic job of this either, is an easy way of creating hitboxes. Like, I wish I could have a sprite, and then I wish I can have like click another button to define different labeled collision boxes. I think would be really nice. I can do it like with a sequence, but I'm not super confident in how sequences are set up. I'm not sold on them in their current implementation quite yet. No prefabs yet. No, honestly, at this point, I think prefabs will probably be next year. I haven't even taken a look at the roadmap lately, have you? They've been keeping it updated, which is nice, but it's very different all the time. Interhaptics, what's that? Interhaptics. Unleash the. Oh, neat. So it's like VR type stuff, maybe. Haptic feedback. I don't know. It's one of those things that what I do like using sequences for is actually like menus. I think they're really effective for just having menus, so you could actually just like put your buttons and everything where you need them, and then just have it kind of swipe in and swipe out. This is a bug. Why is this bug on here? Weird. SDF font enabling. Oh, that's old. August, these are all done. Game strip upload. Oh, game strips. Yeah. AI assistance coming soon, it looks like in October. SDF fonts. Package manager. It's in progress. That's interesting. I think it's Node npm. You'll use either Conan or npm. Why this is nice is because, you know, for anyone who's making assets, it kind of paves the way for a new marketplace. You'd be able to upload a package and then just kind of hit live locally and then upload them, and then anyone who has that package can download a new version without having to go to a portal or a marketplace. So I imagine the next version of the marketplace will be integrated within GameMaker, where you can just download new versions and it'll have a little alert like, hey, your platformer engine has an update, has springs now. Would you like to download? I think that'd be super cool. November Flex Panel. I think this is interesting. I think this is paving the way for UI. They've been previewing that for a while. I think we're gonna get the UI stuff before the end of the year. And UI is built on the prefab model, but I think that's a flex panel. I think that's what it's referring to. GUI layers, talked about that. Text in rooms is a ridiculously late addition to GameMaker, but very welcome. You just be able to, yeah, place text in a room. Kind of silly that you have to do it through a drawing event. Better IDE updates, yada yada. Yeah, see, so let's be real. December updates are never crazy because everyone's going on vacation and nobody wants to release something large like prefabs and then go on vacation so they can't bug fix or put out any fires over the holiday. So this is slated for November. December is not on here, but it's lumped under future releases. I think prefabs are coming next year. I don't think we're going to get them this year after all. Yeah. Well, originally we were supposed to get prefabs in June, I think it was, right? Early summer. And keeps getting pushed back, which is fine. I get it. Make extensions for the ID. Yeah, I think that's the dream, right? But I think that's coming last. IDE plugins right here. Oh, it's an official thing now. Did you know they put it on the roadmap right here? It says in progress. That's reassuring. And it's in progress. It's not even, there's 3 statuses, right? Yeah. I thought there was one more status. There's like pre-planning, but maybe not in here. Improved undo system, asset importing, huh? Improved asset importing. Maybe it would save directly from like Sprite, so I don't have to constantly import it from the same folder. Maybe I just point it to a folder and it'll automatically reload. That's cool. Yeah, extensions are in progress now, it says. Right here. It's at the very end of the roadmap. At the very bottom on future release, it says in progress IDE plugins. No description provided, but let's... Oh, I'm not logged in, but some hearts and stuff. Pretty cool. Remote debug tools. Improved DPI handling. No clue. It looks terrible on my laptop. Maybe that's what this is referring to. IDE themes. Anyone? Huh? IDE themes. Coming soon. Remove window Chrome. Child windows. I can't wait for child windows. Tired of having everything locked up. New code editor. Fun fact about the new code editor. I blasted out to Russell and just asked him while I saw him in Discord. He said it should be appearing in November. So I don't know why it's not in November here, but he said no new code editor will be, oh, maybe because it's in beta. It'll be in beta in November and then needs extensive testing before they bring it home. So it's coming in there. Yeah, prefab's phase 1. Notice that it's in phases. Prefab is going to be huge. That's going to be a massive thing to beta test. I think all this stuff's coming next year. I don't think any of this is coming out in December. I expect maybe a couple of these things even push out, and maybe 1 or 2 of these to go into December. I think December is going to be very light. But there you go, new roadmap. Now where were we? That's so fun. Why isn't the oh, because the rocket isn't parented to an enemy. Oh, that's such a cool thing too. Auto closing braces. It's such a simple thing, right? Like I wish I had some of the quality of life things for the text. not much of a text editor. It's worlds better than what it was, and Feather helps us get there, but still not perfect. Let's see. Yeah, that's another cool effect of like if you don't want it to be an enemy, like I just want these things to rocket off, I can just not put it as a parent, but I can still change it into the state. So it won't like hit my player, but then I can add a check to see if it was hit by another enemy. And then that way I can kind of do like selective inheritance depending on what state it is. That's neat. I wasn't anticipating to have a benefit to doing it this way, but here we are. I need to make it so he doesn't fly when you get stepped on either. I need to create another state. I think I need to have a like a hit state. I think it would look funny too, like if I did this and he did the squish, because it looks like I'm cutting him down the middle. Crosshair? Well, there's a person I haven't seen. How's it going? I'm doing great. Crosshair's an OG from back in my Twitch days. That was probably 7 years ago or so now. I know you're doing a lot new. You had a new job, right, Crosshair? How's that going? Yeah, I'm glad everything's going good, man. Correct me if I'm wrong. Sorry, my memory's a little hazy. You had a little one on the way, right? Or you just had a new kid? How's that going? If that is correct. If that's not correct, I'm thinking of someone else and I apologize. I think it was you though. I don't remember. All right. Um, so we got some really interesting things here. One thing I want to do is let's create one and call it squish. And this will definitely be the squish. We'll have this check. And then we'll change this to be hit. It will have the sprite. She's almost 3 now. Excellent. Yeah, same age as my little one. That's right. New-ish. I mean, still toddling around. Alright, so the hit will have this sprite. Squish. Alright, so now I can, it does the hit. And then the squish should, let's do a squish. After the time is up, don't turn into a rocket, just destroy it. Hit the poof. Override it with nothing. Override it with nothing. Alright. Now hit. Okay. I need to find, I don't know the best way to do like a hitbox here, so I guess we'll create a hitbox object. No, hitbox was already taken. Let's create it here. I guess the hitbox, it can't have a parent, it can have a team. Team ID equals 0. No, let's give it a team ID after I've created it, and then we'll say on hitbox with this, I will say instance change obj debugger squish true. Then when I attack, hitbox equals nobody with hitbox destroy. And then here we'll say sprite enter frame 1. Let's create depth. I am not a Spartan programmer. And I respect you so much for being one, but holy moly, I went to school for art and animation. I need pictures and I need things in front of my face, and how hard would it be? Like, I don't feel like it'd be really hard to like look at a sprite and then have like another section on here that said hitboxes, and you would open up one and it would have like a list of boxes you can draw, each with like an ID. And then within the object, you would create like, you would say like sprite get hitbox, and then you would type in a sprite and then like the hitbox ID, like sprite 1, and then that would give you like a hitbox struct with an X position, a Y position. I mean, ideally you'd be able to put in like different properties too. You could call one like attack power, defense power, like elemental ability, etc., etc. And then you would just do like a place meeting, like a rectangle collision with hitbox and the current thing. Like, that would be so easy to do it that way. I'm surprised Game Maker hasn't done something like that already. I probably need to hit up Russell and say like, look man, this is crazy easy. This will be a huge win. But until then, I'm gonna use objects because I'm a chump. You can feel colors of light. I can hear orange, but that's it. I'm getting there. All right, let's say x plus face direction times 16, y minus 16, depth, obj hitbox. Such a clunky way of doing it. Nice. I can create hitboxes. They just need to be destroyed now. Boop. Boop. Oh, I see. The collision box is getting too big. That's okay. So at the animation end, oh, I see. Marvel hitboxes, that's right. Oop. Alright, now they go away. Bump. Bump. Now the last thing I need to do is make them not visible. Now I've got my hitboxes there. Now it's not quite juicy yet. What I gotta do when the squish appears. Actually, this begs a question here. So the little hit appears if I jump on them. Let's change that though. So X minus 8. Kinda cool. So that way it just like shows the effect no matter what. And when I jump on it, it'll still appear it. Should also be on the hit. In fact, hit shouldn't appear there. It's the burden of this to show it. Hit. I think that's cool. Makes it look like it's like being shocked or something. Boom, boom. Boom. It's far more satisfying. Boom. You know what I also need? I need the effect. Right, rather I need the character to appear above the enemies. Looks way better. Boom. There we go. We got ourselves a nice little attack, huh? You know, on this hit also, rather than the offset is on the Y offset. I know it's called Y offset, but we need the the hit to go left and right, the offsets. Boom, boom. That looks way better. Boom, boom. It shows the direction of the hit. Boom. That's great. I am a fan. All right, so then we'll have something in this rocket that says if here's another thing. Or no, let's be lazy. Don't want it to pop if it hits a wall. That'll work. I think I could have multiples too, like I think this will just keep getting chained. Satisfying. Cool. So we've got quite a nice little demo here to show off our assets. I'm also been keeping a spreadsheet here. I'm trying to be as organized as possible to have like all the different sets and the different bundles that I'm planning. So like these is just, it's incredibly tentative. You can see like I haven't even developed for some of these, but we'll have like the base one and we'll have a fruit update. Maybe we'll have like a little fruit vendor who makes smoothies and stuff, but I'll have a bunch of fruit assets in there. The battle one, I want to do something basic for the base set, which I'm doing right now. Just have like the basic mechanics, but for battle, I'll probably introduce a variety of weapons and tools and a lot more enemies and maybe a couple bosses. And then we'll do quite a bit of like biomes. We'll have a swamp, a desert, volcano, snow, forest, and I'm sure some of these like spooky, that'll come out probably for Halloween. Um, you know, snow for Christmas, etc., etc. I'm gonna do a city, a jungle, like a fantasy with like mushrooms and dragons and stuff. So there'll be lots of different like thematic elements that'll come out. So we'll have no, it's not planned to be a full-length game. Actually, what this is it's a variety of asset packs that I'm selling on itch, but it's kind of like narrative asset packs. So as I release them, there will be like a handful of NPCs, maybe a playable character with each pack, a new set of tiles, different kinds of housing or items that are relevant to that theme. Um, so you can kind of pick and choose the ones that you want, but it'll just be an example. They'll be for sale, so anybody can buy them and create their own games with it. I'm excited to see what everyone makes, but I'm creating these demos to kind of like show the power of the assets I'm providing and what they can do. So this is all using the base asset of what's included. So right now it's on sale for $1. I'm going to be updating with some of these attacks and enemies pretty soon. I didn't add any. I think I have the slime in there with one frame, but it's really basic. Like you can do like a Mario Goomba type thing, but to do all these actions, it's not included just yet. To fund the development of this, to make it worth time, I've set goals on the asset page. Right now it's just at 25 bucks, which is pretty modest, I think, with all the work and all the time that's gone into it. Once I hit that, I'll release the next set of updates for it. So the more I keep hitting those goals that I've set on itch, the more assets will be added to that same asset pack. So it's $1 right now. I have it set for $5 total. I'm sure it'll go up to 10 and 20 as it gets much larger, which I still think is a really good value compared to like if you want to create a game with these kind of assets with all the different enemies and characters and stuff, like paying 20 bucks for all the graphics you'll need in the game, including like UI elements, all this. I think is a steal. Rocket launcher might be a thing. Who knows? Maybe we'll go into like maybe there'll be like a military pack, and all that stuff. I don't know. But I'm excited to see where this might take us. Bop, bop, bop. We can attack it. We can hit him, or we can blast him. I think that's pretty neat. Um, Here's something that'll show kind of like, oh, you know what? I think right now this is just, let's see this, OBJ long grass. Here's a good example of like, of how you can just add a lot of juice with some of these things that are included. So with the environment, we'll go into grass and we'll do, well, I'm gonna upload this grass patch. I'm just gonna drag it in. And now I've got long grass. I'm gonna have the frames per second is 0. And then I will simply do a step event, if place meeting xy obj character parent image index equals 1, or else image index all these existing grasses. And you can see they'll just kind of like fold down when you walk through them. It's nothing fancy. I could add more effects to it, but it still adds a lot more to it. Oh, they're not parents of it. I was hoping that the grass would like fly down. I can have it that way. I just have to get the rocket here. I have to give it a parent of, if that works. Nope. Actually, if I make it a character though, maybe that'll work. Nope. Oh. There it goes. You can see like the long grass in the trail, how it folds down as it's flying through. Just adds a little bit more. And then let's add one more. So if the collision with the long grass, if other dot image index equals 0, instance create depth x y depth -1 obj effect grass, which is also including in the asset pack. Then I think we can, yeah, see the little grass effects going through. That's nice. Just adds a little extra something. Yeah, I dig it. Sometimes, you just get to be on your biggest fan for the day. I have to have an effect for when you collect the coins, though. Just them disappearing like that's not super acceptable to me. But I really like the way this is turning out. And that might be the time I have for today. So thank you all for watching. Stay tuned. I'll try and post videos when I can. There might be later on at night. I don't have a whole lot of Saturday mornings, so Stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to stay updated with everything that's coming soon. Check out the assets on itch.io. I'm under Mash Arcade on there as well. And let's get this 25 bucks so I can justify creating this for the rest of my life, because that would be so much fun to supply graphics for everybody. Um, and that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Much appreciated. Talk to you soon.